This week on Fisherman's Digest, we're in Michigan's Upper Peninsula to target smallmouth. We're rigged up with Strike King baits as we explore one of the UP's best-kept secrets, Curtis, Michigan on Big Manistique Lake. This may well be one of Michigan's most underrated fisheries, but today we're going to make sure that this gem of a fishery is a secret no more. Welcome to Curtis, Michigan. This prolific and diverse fishery is really starting to make a name for itself. Curtis is an amazing and scenic place that's becoming a bit of a hotspot for both fishing and family vacations. Today, we're joined by guest host Scott Cormier from Strike King as we head out on Big Manistique Lake to target smallmouth. And as we've come to expect here in Curtis, the action gets off to a quick start.
Fish. Here you go, John. Need the net?
I think so.
On its way.
Yep. Oh yeah, right here, Scotty.
Yep. Look at that. That didn't take long.
Spot locking?
Yep, I'm spot locked, so you should be good.
Awesome. Oh, this is a nice fish too.
It is. They sure are tough here.
They are tough.
There you go, John. What a truck to start the day.
First fish of the day. Look at the belly on that thing. Hey guys, John Bergsman here with Scott Cormier, my co-host for Up Here on Bass Fishing USA. First, 10 casts?
10 casts, yeah.
10 casts. We're here at Big Manistique Lake. We're up on the flats. Now the whole north end of this lake is big rock flats. We're gonna show you one of the most underrated smallmouth bass fisheries for sure in the UP, right,
Absolutely.
Scott?
My eyes have been opened up for this lake.
Unbelievable. Look at that big girl. Oh. I love it! Thanks, Mr. Scott.
Fish.
Fish. That's what I mean. A yumper. Ooh, a nice fish.
I'm just a little guy.
Little guy, net?
No, I'm good.
No, you're not.
Just a little guy. One of these little males up here cruising the flats. So awesome. John gets the tanks and I get the little guys.
And you know what happens? We put the garment on spot lock, which means I'm casting. Well, he gets rid of it. Fish.
This is gonna get ugly.
This is another good one. Oh yeah.
Okay, you're spot locked. I'm good on that.
Oh, it's a big black one.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that. You have to keep that net handy. Look at that, guys. It gives you some idea. We're on a big rock flat, and this is the exact spot, Scotty, correct for these swim baits.
Oh, absolutely. You can cover a lot of water, make nice big long casts.
Look at that. You wonder if they want those baits? Today we're throwing the Strike King I'm throwing this 375. My green pumpkin and pearl right there, he already peeled me down. 1/8 ounce squadron jig head. That is the perfect setup for some Big Manistique Lake. Up here in Curtis, Michigan, we're gonna talk all day long about this lake, guys. Underrated lake here in the UP. Awesome fishery, awesome family vacation spot. Fish number 2. I have a feeling we may catch a few. 3, you're right. Fish
well,
number 2
for
for me. I'm only keeping my own count, eh?
Yeah, he's right there. Got him.
Fish on.
I saw him come back up and grab it.
Right here, Brett.
Come on there.
Oh yeah, nice fish, Scott.
I think they get a little bit bigger than that in here, but we'll take that one.
We'll take that to start. Talk about that tube and how you're working that, Scott. You know, we're working these shallow rock flats. You're just kind of dragging, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just kind of dragging it through. You're kind of covering the fast water, and I'm just kind of throwing in little shadows and everything out there. That's that little 2.75 coffee tube. Green pumpkin, purple flake. One of the best colors that I have. God, such pretty fish up here, aren't they? Let's get her back. Got him that time.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. He thinks he's a big one.
He's a big one?
Or he thinks he's big one. There we go.
Oh, show that one off.
That's a great way to start the day there, I tell you what. You think you wanted that?
That tube, huh?
You think you wanted that too?
Look at that. Nice, nice. Those are beautiful fish, Scotty. I tell you what, slow working that tube like Scott is, and then me throwing the swim blade, it's a two-fisted approach, but again, we talk about this all the time, Scott, not doing the same thing. Two guys in the boat, not doing the same thing all the time.
Right, I mean, we could do that, we'd have fun doing that, but this way we just you're covering a little bit higher and faster, and I'm fishing the bottom. Just working two different areas.
Right, and I'm not worried about whether I miss fish, because Scott is definitely gonna catch those fish because he's working the bottom and I'm working the mid depth.
Look at that tank.
Wow.
Whew. Right where she was supposed to be.
Casting.
Look at it, pulled another one with it.
Yeah, I know. I just.
Well, you know, there's a lot of them on this flat, so when you reel one in, it pulls another one with it. There.
Whoa, that guy can almost not get out of the water. I'm taking it easy with this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There we
look
go,
at the
John.
way he ate that. Golly, Pete, guys. Look at that rage craw right there. Right in the lip. Green pumpkin and pearl, 375. That right there is a Big Manistique Lake giant. Tell you what, guys, this place is where it's at for early season bass and walleye fishing. Totally underrated.
There he goes. Fish. Spot locked.
Oh yeah. Same thing, you see we're just drifting, guys. Brad will show you right down there in the water. Oh my gosh.
That's a good size one there.
This is a big one. Oh my God.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
gosh. What a flippin' tank. Right in the snoot. Just in the skin of the snoot. That is a big, big, big fish. Right there in the Curtis, Michigan sun. Whoa. Boom. Look at this fish. I might be able to manhandle this one. We don't normally manhandle smallmouth bass, but he was so frisky, he deserved to be on camera. Beautiful. Keeper fish, but it's just, Scott and I have been putting so many brutes in the boat, you catch a 15-incher, it doesn't look like it's anything.
There you go.
There's a perfect
Oh,
example.
look at that one.
Perfect example of just reeling and reeling and reeling. Whoa, jumping and performing. And that was not a tick, that just got heavy.
Yeah.
And I reeled right through the heaviness. And
Yeah, I
I'm
got you on
telling you
spotlight.
what,
I got you there. Another nice one.
Look at that in the sunlight. Look at where that swim bait is. And I just reeled right through the heaviness. You know, it wasn't like one of those ferocious ticks. Now there's that green pumpkin and pearl. It looks like a goby on top, kind of looks like a smelt or an alewife on the bottom. So that's the top, that's the bottom. And it just, Strike King does a great job of just getting a little of that color around that tube. Let me show you this. Awesome. Oh, red-eyed smallies. Look at that. Right there. Fish.
There we go.
Wow.
Whoa,
this
there's
is
a tanker.
Look at this thing. Ladies and gentlemen at home, this is a brute. Chunk and reel. Look at this fish. I might be nope, not my biggest, but I'm telling you what, guys.
It's pretty darn good. Look at how fat she is.
Look at that. Look at this. Look at this bait. Boom. I tell you what, when you are smallmouth bass fishing, I got this little Ego pliers here. It's important for the preservation of the fish. This is really a cool one. It's a self-spring loaded one. It pops right back open, no corrosion. I've had this laying in the deck of my boat like that forever. Look at this fish, Scott.
I tell you what, that's a good one there, John.
It's awesome. It's awesome fish. Let's let this thing go. Flat fishing, Big Manistique Lake, boys. If you're not up here chucking and reeling, you're missing it. Oh my gosh.
I think they're getting bigger, John.
This rage swimmer should be illegal.
Oops, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Look at that, laying right on my thumb. Oh, this is crazy. Long casts, be patient, change your cadences up. Don't do the same thing. As the fish mood changes throughout the course of the day, you change with them. Oh, look at the colors on that. Oh. I'd bend over, my back hurts. I'll hurt my back for big smallies. Oh. Fish. Oh my gosh. Another truck. Look at them.
Oh my
fish.
goodness, let me get the net. Like I said, I think with the warmer day, I think the bigger fish are starting to move up in these flats.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Look at the belly on that one.
Running edges for swim baits. Look at that. Thank you, Tom Brubaker. Your Strike King products work. Thanks to my cameraman for lending me his back brace. Fish. We had a few fish in the area, so I slowed down just a little bit, put the cutter worm on, and sometimes, guys, when you're casting, if you find an area that's got fish in it and the presentation you're searching with, like a search bait method, doesn't work, don't be a bit afraid to switch it up. And I'll show you what I mean. You can just take that, and instead of reeling the swim bait, I can reel this. Now, the key to this right now is, and just watch me reel it in, is that I can pause really easily And when I get into heavy rock, like we just came onto a flat with a lot of boulders right there on demand, you can let that worm sink right in. Whoa, guys. You saw it firsthand right there. This in front of us is boulder chunk rock. When you stop that swim bait, you can't, you risk that tumbling between the rocks. Brett will show you this fish right here. I mean, if you don't let it fall and tumble, you don't catch fish like this. Right there. There is the results of letting baits fall down into boulders real slow and then popping them and reeling them, popping them and reeling them. Awesome, awesome fish. Pre-spawn fish.
Here we go.
Fish on?
Oh, a truck.
Oh my.
Oh. Nothing like 20 inches of your best friend out here.
Exactly. Let me,
This one has a back.
that one has your name written on it. Look at the size of that fish. Wow. We're taking pictures with that one, Scott.
Oh, look at that.
That's crazy, Scott. We need a bigger ego, exactly.
That little rage cutter worm right there on its face.
Wow.
John, that is a heavy, heavy fish. I mean, that's a Lake Michigan.
Yeah, that's borderline, that's borderline Green Bay stuff.
Yeah, that was a good fish. And when you can catch a 6-pound fish out of an inland lake in the UP, I mean, that fish has got to be 15, 18 years old.
Oh yeah. But I'm telling you, how many fish have we caught in the what we would label truck category?
Hey guys, this is Scott Cormier with Strike King Tackle Box. Kind of just going over what we were throwing today on Manistique Lake, but it'll actually work pretty much everywhere smallmouth are. John caught most of his fish you saw today on a 3-inch rage swimmer. This is a 3.75. We were catching them all the way down to the 2.75. Nice 3/8 ounce head to a 1/4 ounce head, depending on what we were doing. But really, we used a lot of soft plastics depending on what we were. I threw a swimming caffeine shad quite a bit. Another color rage swimmer that we were using was the AU. You saw me dragging a tube this morning. That's a 2.75 coffee tube. Great for Great Lakes smallmouth, but great here on Manistique Lake. And then I caught a bunch of fish on a rage grub, menace grub. So this is the Falcon Lake craw, my favorite color for smallmouth and really for largemouth. It really looks like a crayfish swimming across the bottom. And we were actually just throwing at targets today. The biggest thing was just seeing where rock reefs were, throwing to the edges, wearing my S11 sunglasses so we can see logs or bigger poles or bigger rocks out there, and throwing at them and catching some fish.
Yep, show those people that rage swimmer. See that? Right there, boys. Guys, I don't know, Scott. Can you really have a better day of fishing than this?
No, not at all.
Unbelievable. The size, the frequency, the fun. Guys, thanks for joining us today. Manistique Lakes Recreation Area, Curtis, Michigan. Unbelievable fishing. Smallmouth bass, walleye, perch, you name it. And of course, 3 lakes, North Lake, Big Lake, and South Lake. This is just part of it. Just a couple hours. Look at that. Silliness. Thank you, Scotty.